Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Youngster Jake, aka Provictini, Victor Mass himself. Today I'll be showing you the ultimate way to hunt shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's actually 3 ways to hunt shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is the Genocide method, the Masuda method, and the Fishing Chain method. In today's video, I'll be covering all of those, as well as how to maximize the rate to encounter shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's a few things you'll need in order to actually do all of these ways to shiny hunt. The first of which is you'll need a Pokemon Flame Body, preferably something such as a Chandelier or a Raquel. This little fireplace Pokemon over here. Look how cute he is. This guy right here. Once you've got those Pokemon, you want to actually head over to Searchester and obtain the Catching Charm, the Shiny Charm, and the Oval Charm. All those can be found in the hotels over here. The Shiny Charm is just in this hotel over here. You want to go up this floor here. Head on over this way. I believe it's this room here, or this first room. Yeah, it's this room over here. This guy will give you the Shiny Charm, and he'll give you a certificate as well as the Shiny Charm for completing your Pokedex. Once you obtain the Shiny Charm, you want to go talk to this guy over here, and you can only talk to him and only battle him once you've become champion. And once that's happened, you get the Oval Charm, which actually helps, well, hatch eggs faster, which you'll be using for the Masuda method. And the Shiny Charm overall, this increases the odds of shiny Pokemon appearing. With these 3 items now acquired, it's actually very, very easy to not only encounter shiny Pokemon, but also to catch them. With the Catching Charm that we obtained, it actually increases the odds of a critical capture rate happening. And what a critical capture rate is that, well, you throw the Pokeball, the ball shakes in the air, and it captures it instantly. Which is very, very handy if you're trying to catch shiny Pokemon, because, well, we all know how hard it is to encounter them, and then to sit there with anticipation, like thinking, okay, is it gonna die? Is it gonna run from me? What's gonna happen? So that's why it's essential to get these 3 items. You don't need them in order for this to work, but trust me, these 3 items speed up the process a lot more than you were to do this guide the regular way without these items. So the way shiny hunting works in Pokemon Sword and Shield is that you actually have to battle a certain amount of Pokemon. What may that certain amount of Pokemon be? Well, there is no really certain amount to it. It caps out at 500 times battled, and the more you battle it, the higher the chance of you encountering a shiny Pokemon. Shiny Pokemon usually have an encounter rate of 1 in 4,096 chance of encounter, but the more you battle a Pokemon, the higher it goes. If you were to battle this Rookidee 1 to 50 times, it goes a 1,000 or 1 in 4,096 encounter for it. If you battle it 50 times or more, it has a 1 in 2,048 chance. If you battle it 100 times or more, it is a 1 in 1,365 chance. If you battle this thing 200 times, it has a 1 in 1,024 chance of being a shiny. If you battle it amount at 300 times or more, it has a chance of being a shiny of 1 in 819. If you battle this Pokemon 500 times or more, you have a chance of encountering it of a 1 in 682 chance of being a shiny Pokemon. Now, you have to battle these Pokemon or catch them. You cannot run from them. I mean, you can, but then that breaks the chain, and if you want to chain your Pokemon, it's a lot easier getting a shiny Pokemon that way than sitting here and trying to not chain for them. Trust me. It's going to take a very, very long time to do this, but that's why I suggest, if you're trying to shiny hunt Pokemon, to get the Shiny Charm first, because if you got the Shiny Charm, let's say I battle this Rookidee just once. I battle it 1 time. It has a 1 in 1,365 chance of encounter, which is already a major improvement from the 1,496 we saw earlier if we did not have the Shiny Charm, which is amazing if you ask me. So it's definitely worth getting the Shiny Charm, because it definitely raises your odds of getting a shiny Pokemon by a lot. And that way you're not sitting here trying to battle these Pokemon for hours at a time. Now, I find it's best to find an area where you're not resetting the place, where, like, let's say you're entering, you're exiting here, and then going over here, and this is Route 2. So just find a place where you're not resetting the route completely. From what I've read, doing this is okay, because all you're doing is resetting the spawns. You're not resetting the route itself. You'll also come across some Pokemon known as Brilliant Pokemon while doing this. And Brilliant Pokemon appear the more you battle that Pokemon. So let's go and say I battled Rookidee about 10 times from now. You're going to see a Pokemon appear that has this little yellow aura around it. And that's known as a Brilliant Pokemon. Brilliant Pokemon are usually a bit higher level, and you'll also be able to get maybe some egg moves from them. I say maybe because the chances of that happening are very slim, but there is still a chance of getting some egg moves from it. So if you see these Brilliant Pokemon, be sure to go after them, because not only will they be a bit higher level, but they also will give you some watts at the end of the day. And as you can see, the more you battle this Pokemon, the more likely it is to appear on the overworld to increase your chances of encountering a shiny Pokemon. Now, if you run into another Pokemon, it does not matter. Just run from it. You're not going to be breaking the chain of battling slash capturing the Pokemon you're trying to shiny hunt for. Just don't capture or battle this one and you'll be fine. So it's going to take some time. You're really going to have to keep battling and battling Pokemon until the shiny Pokemon you want is there. But once it's there in its glory, it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day for you. Trust me. So to sum up how you do the first shiny hunting method is, well, 1, pick the Pokemon you would like to shiny hunt. Once you found the Pokemon you want to shiny hunt, and you've located a route that's nice and easy to find this Pokemon at, then it's just time to keep battling that Pokemon or catching it until it appears shiny. And that pretty much covers it for the first way of shiny hunting Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's a very tedious method, and like I said, I've seen people hunt for some Pokemon after battling Pokemon like 6,000, 7,000 times. So don't expect that as soon as you start battling the Pokemon, that within like 3 or 4 times of battling it, you're going to have a shiny Pokemon appear. Even with the shiny charm equipped, the chance of you encountering a shiny Pokemon is still pretty slim. But it's getting there. It's getting better, right? So just keep on battling the Pokemon. Have a lucky egg on it. You know, get some Pokemon going that you want to evolve while doing this, because your Pokemon will level up quite quickly by doing this. That is if you don't got an overpowered team like I do here. But we'll get in that for a second here. The next shiny method is the fishing chain one in this game, and they've actually gone ahead and explained it very, very, very nicely in Pokemon Sword and Shield. So how it works to hunt for shiny Pokemon while fishing is that you gotta reel in and battle the Pokemon consecutively. If you've battled the Pokemon 25 times or more, you have a 16.6 times the likelihood of a brilliant Pokemon appearing. But if you keep battling and reeling in Pokemon consecutively, after 25 times or more, the rates of you encountering a shiny Pokemon go up significantly. That note I'm not 100% sure on, as they don't really go into the details and numbers of what the percentage is of when you're able to capture shiny Pokemon by doing so. But it just seems like this fishing chain method works the same way as it did in X and Y, where you just keep on putting your fishing rod into a hole like this. If you reel in a Pokemon, it'll increase your chances of a Whelp or a shiny Pokemon appearing. So you just keep on doing this. Now you may be wondering, does this work if it's different species? Yes, all it wants you to do is reel in and battle a Pokemon consecutively. It doesn't matter what species it is or what Pokemon it is, or, you know, as long as you're reeling in and battling Pokemon and not running from them, this will work great. I'd say that these two methods are most likely the easiest to obtain a shiny Pokemon. And look, in all honesty, in order for the next guide to work very, very well, you're gonna need a few things. First, you're gonna need someone with a game that is not of English origin or whatever language that you're native spoken to. You're gonna need the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, so the online paid subscription, or have a second Switch so that way you can do it locally. And then you'd have to play through the game in another language by yourselves. And you need access to the wild area. So once you've got access to all these things, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to the wild area. Preferably the one that's closest to this bridge right here, to the Motostoke Riverbank. So once you've actually arrived at this daycare, this is a daycare you can actually access in Pokémon Sword and Shield very, very early on. Well, for this next shiny hunting method, you're gonna need a Pokemon, in this case a Ditto, that is from a different game. Or in this case, from a different language game. So you cannot have a Ditto that, let's say, your English spoken, but you're from America, that's from the States, that would not work. And vice versa, let's say you're English spoken and you're from the UK, but you trade one from the United States, that does not work. The Pokemon has to be in a different language. So you'll see here that the Ditto I have is actually a Japanese one, because right now I'm playing through my Pokemon Sword and Shield game, well, my own copy, in Japanese, so that way I can have nice and 5 or 6 IV Dittos for you guys, ready to be traded off, which I'll be doing within the next few days here. Hopefully by that time I'll have the game beaten in Japanese. But we got the baby here. Baby, because he's gonna make lots of babies for us today. And once you obtain the Japanese or whatever language, foreign language Ditto you have, you can go ahead and put it in the daycare with a female version of the Pokemon you want. For me, I would like a shiny Rookidee, so I would like to leave my nice N6 IV Ditto here with Rookidee as a female one. And because my Ditto is a Japanese Ditto, I should be able to get this Rookidee fairly easy. It's also important to note that you should probably, if not, have the oval charm. Otherwise, it's going to take a very long time for Pokemon eggs to appear. It is now time to start running around and hatching these eggs. And this is where the Flame Body ability comes in handy. So if you have a Pokemon like Chandelier or Rakal with the Flame Body ability, it'll speed it up. It'll speed up the hatching process in Pokemon Sword and Shield for any Pokemon game, that is. Actually, if you're playing any Pokemon game right now and you're using this guide as just like a guide as a rough outline, get a Pokemon with Flame Body. It really helps out. There's actually a little trick you can also do to speed this process up, which is like an automated process. Which, if you go to vertical camera angles and you go to inverted and go save, and you get your bike going here, and you press this up, it'll actually go in a circle now. And you can do this automated process very easy. Just get some rubber bands going and put your controllers up like that, and this will make the egg hatching process very easy. It's an automated process almost, right? And you're gonna have to do this sadly for a lot of eggs, because this process is not easy. I'm probably gonna go through like 600, 700, 800, 2000. The numbers goes up and up. You're gonna go through a lot of eggs, is what I'm trying to get at here. It's also important to note that if you got other Pokemon in your party besides just the Flame Body, the egg's still gonna hatch the same way it normally does. So what you want to do, you actually want to go ahead and take out the rest of the Pokemon out of the party you have. But now the process begins. So now just keep on hatching eggs and eggs until you have the shiny that you would like. And there you have it. That is how to shiny hunt in Pokemon Sword and Shield with the 3 methods I've shown you in today's video. If you got any questions about this tutorial or any other tutorials on my channel or future tutorials, please let me know in the comment section down below. And be sure to show me some shiny Pokemon you've caught in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Until next time, peace out, see you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye now.